for the national anthem, the East Africa anthem, and the county anthem. We remain standing for the invocation and prayers. Chaplain.
Wacha tuombe. Baba Mungu, katika jina la Yesu Kristo, wewe ndiwe Mungu muumba mbingu na nchi. Bwana, tunalibariki jina lako katika siku ya leo. Asante kwa heshima na utukufu wa jina lako Bwana. Umetutenda mema katika siku ya leo kwa kutupa uzima na afya njema. Baba, tunasherehekea utendaji wako wote mkubwa. Unapo mtakatifu fungua mbingu wazi ya kunena habari njema maishani mwa kila mmoja. Asante Bwana kwa mtumishi wako Gavana wetu Mheshimiwa Ken Makelo Lusaka, pamoja na naibu wa gavana na serikali yao yote Bwana, katika serikali hii kubwa ya Bungoma. Baba, tunakushukuru hata katika siku ya leo, kulingana na Danieli 2:21-22 ya kwamba wewe ndiwe Mungu ambaye unainua wale katika avizi, unawatoa hawa na waweka wengine, ili Bwana utukufu wako na ufalme wake kabare kukamilika. Siku ya leo Bwana, tuko karibu kushuhudia mambo makubwa unapowaweka mtakatifu viongozi mbalimbali katika avizi, ili utekelezaji mtakatifu na upeani wa huduma kubwa mtakatifu kupitia kwa gavana wetu ikabare kutekelezwa katika watu wa Bungoma County yote kwa jumla. Asante kwa kila mmoja, wabariki, waneemeshe, walinde, wahifadhi vyema kila mmoja Bwana. Sifa, heshima na adama sikabare kurudia, maana ndio Mungu maishani mwetu. Na ni katika jina la Baba na la Mwana la Roho Mtakatifu naomba, tunashukuru na hata kuamini.
Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ningelipenda watu wasikue hapo hata mmoja. All our officers, tafadhali tokeni hapo sisi wote, so that we make it open for all of us. Officers, tuweze kutoka hapo tafadhali. All of us. Your Excellency, Right Honorable Ken Lusaka, Governor and the head of Bungoma County Government. Your Excellency, Honorable Jennifer Mbachani, the Deputy Governor, our County Secretary and the Secretary to the Cabinet, our CEC members present, all elected leaders, Chief Officers, Chief of Staff, SDU members, the attorney, all protocol observed. Your Excellency, in your distinguished presence, allow me to invite the Honorable Monica Feder, the County Secretary and the Secretary to the Cabinet, for the citations and for the presentation of the nominees for the swearing in. CS.
Thank you. Your Excellency Governor Sir, Your Excellency Deputy Governor, my colleague, County Executive Committee members, elected members of the County Assembly, chief officers, the presiding magistrate, the county attorney, the family of the officers who are being sworn in today, county government staff, hamjambo, hamjambo tena. Your Excellency, today is a very important day in the history of the public service of Bungoma, because today we are welcoming 4 officers in the public service of Bungoma. Today we are swearing in 1 county executive committee member and 3 chief officers. And I'll confirm that the due process has been followed. The chief officers were interviewed by the Public Service Board. Then you nominated them and presented them to the County Assembly, which subsequently vetted them, and they were approved. For the case of the County Executive Committee member, she was also nominated by His Excellency the Governor and presented to the County Assembly for vetting, and she was subsequently approved. Your Excellency, the County Assembly wrote reports about how they vetted them, and they are good reports because these are people of integrity, and they are people who will come and add value to the Bungoma public service. We shall start with swearing in Engineer Agnes Naliaka Wachie. She will be coming in as the County Executive Committee member for Gender, Culture, Youth and Sports. I will electrical and electronic engineering. She also holds a higher national diploma in electrical engineering power systems. She holds also a diploma in project management, certificate in corporate governance, which is very, very important. And she has also attended senior management course at the Kenya School of Government. She also holds a certificate in science and art of leadership. Professional qualifications. She is registered with the Kenya Engineering Technology Registration Board. She is also a member of the Institute of Engineering Technologies and Technicians. She is also a member of the Association of Energy Professionals. Experience. She is an accomplished engineering technologist with more than 20 years in engineering technology and has a background in electrical energy and petroleum regulatory authority, TVET, curriculum development, assessment and certification council, and the Kenya Engineering Technology Registration Board. Other skills. She possesses technical skills, interpersonal skills, communication skills, report writing skills, and analytical skills. And a round of applause for Engineer Agnes Naliaka. I invite Agnes, engineer, to come forward to take the oath. Please clap for her as she comes.
So you repeat after me. I,
Agnes Naliaka Wachie,
having been vetted and approved by the County Assembly of Bungoma
by the County Assembly of Bungoma
on 3rd May 2023,
on 3rd May 2023,
and duly appointed by His Excellency Honorable Kenneth Makelo Lusaka,
and duly appointed by His Excellency Honorable Kenneth Makelo Lusaka,
the Governor Bungoma County,
the Governor Bungoma County,
as County Executive Committee member, Gender, Culture,
Culture,
Youth,
Youth,
and Sports.
and Sports.
Do hereby swear
do hereby swear
that I shall always truly
that I shall always truly
and diligently
and diligently
serve the people and the Republic of Kenya
serve the people and the Republic of Kenya
in the office of the County Executive Committee member,
in the office of the County Executive Committee member,
gender,
culture,
youth, sports,
and sports
in the Bungoma County Government.
in Bungoma County Government.
I shall diligently discharge
I shall diligently discharge
my duties and perform my functions
in
the said office
to
the best of my judgment.
That
I shall all at times, when so required, faithfully, truly, give my counsel and advice to the Governor of Bungoma County Government. I shall do justice to all.
And I shall do justice to all.
The second oath. I,
Agnes Naliaka Wachie,
holder of ID,
holder of national ID number 7908394,
having been appointed as member in charge of gender, culture, youth, and sports
having been appointed as member in charge of gender, culture, youth, and sports
in the Executive Committee of Bungoma,
in the County Executive Committee of Bungoma,
do hereby confirm that I have read and understood the leadership integrity code for state officers in the County Executive Committee of Bungoma, and hereby solemnly declare
and I hereby solemnly declare
and commit myself to abide
by
the provision of the code at all times.
Now, Engineer Agnes Wachie will now proceed to sign the General Leadership and Integrity Code by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. So after she signs that, the General Leadership and Integrity Code, Engineer will proceed to receive a letter of appointment from His Excellency Honorable Kenneth Makelo Lusaka, Governor, Bungoma County.
The governor is appending his signature, led by the Chief of Staff and the legal team. When governor verifies that everything is okay, the Chief of Staff will henceforth bring our Chief Executive Committee member to now be officially received by His Excellency, after confirming that everything is okay. Now, this is the only opportunity that governor has a chance to stand and greet an executive committee member. This is the only honor that governor gives the CEO. When governor shakes the hand of the CEC anamwambia Welcome to the government. And now the CEC comes to the government arm. He comes to the right of His Excellency. Our legal team and the Chief of Staff are confirming that everything is okay first. Thank you. Now that the legal team has confirmed, now the Chief of Staff will again wheel her from the other end. Thank you, and she comes. Thank you very much. Thank you. She'll bow. She'll bow, and now His Excellency will say, welcome. Tumpigie makofi nominee waziri wetu sasa. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Waziri, be ushered to your position by the Chief of Staff. Yes. Asante. Thank you. Yes.
Your Excellency, Governor Sir, next to take the oath is Nicholas J.T. Kiboi. He is coming in as Chief Officer, Department of Education and Vocational Training. This is his short profile. Nicholas was born on 28th August 1968 and hails from Mount Elgon constituency in Cheptais Ward. He is married to Anna Ngaina and blessed with 4 children. Academic qualifications. He has an MSc in Business Administration, Bachelor of Education, Diploma in Education, and he also did KSC and KCE. Experience. He has been a teacher, a principal and senior principal in various institutions for about 30 years. He has fully participated in community upbringing. Can you usher in Mr. Nicholas Kiboi to take the oath? Pigieni yeye makofi tafadhali.
Now Nicholas will have to bow before the oath, bow before His Excellency. Thank you. Thank you. Very important. Thank you.
So you'll follow after me. The first oath. I,
Nicholas J.T. Kiboi,
having been duly appointed to the position of Chief Officer,
having been duly appointed to the position of Chief Officer Education,
that I will at all times obey,
that I'll all the time obey,
respect,
uphold
the Constitution
the Constitution
of Kenya, and all other laws of the Republic of Kenya,
and all other laws of the Republic of Kenya,
that I will faithfully, impartially, and to the best of my knowledge and ability, discharge trust, that I will not directly, indirectly, reveal matters committed with my secrecy, that I shall perform my functions and exercise the powers devolving upon me
and exercise powers upon me
by virtue of this appointment without fear, favor, bias, affection, or prejudice. The second oath, the affirmation. I,
Nicholas J.T. Kiboi,
of ID number
92392883,
having been appointed as Chief Officer Education, do hereby affirm that I have obtained a paper copy of Code of Conduct and Ethics, that I am responsible to read, understand, abide by the Code of Conduct and Ethics, as well as other policies and regulations, that I understand that I am engaged as an employee by the board in a mutual beneficial relationship, and that I am expected to meet the expectation of the boards of stakeholders.
And I'm expected to
meet the expectations of the board's stakeholders. That I understand that the code is subject to review. And I am expected to abide by any changes brought about by such a review. That I understand that if I do not abide by the code, I may be subjected to disciplinary process. And sanctions. That's all.
Now, Mr. Kiboi is signing the leadership and integrity code. Thereafter, he will proceed to receive his appointment letter from His Excellency the Governor.
Nilikuwa kijana sasa ni mzee. Daudi kasema nilikuwa kijana sasa ni mzee. Sijawahi ona mwenye yake ameachwa mimi, wala watoto wake kuombaomba mikate barabarani. Mungu ni mwaminifu kwa ahadi zake wanadamu. Mungu ni mwaminifu kwa ahadi zake si kama wanadamu. Akiongea Yesu ameongea, akituahidia kitu Baba ameahidi.
The legal team wanahakikisha kwamba kila kitu kiko sawa. Ladies and gentlemen, the governor is in his office. Meanwhile, he must be uninterrupted. Thank you.
Ninamuita mfalme wa amani Bwana. ndio maana mimi ninaimba kwa sababu ya amani yake. Ni uwezo gani unaompinga Yesu? Uwezo gani?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Kiboi will have to come again, bow, and His Excellency will stand to receive him. Tumpigie makofi tafadhali. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much. Thank you with your appointment letter. Welcome, sir. Thank you. Yes.
Excellency Governor, sir. The third person to take the oath is Madam Beatrice Nahumicha. She is coming in as the Chief Officer, Cooperative Development. Her brief biodata. She is married to Godfrey Wafula Sakwa and blessed with 5 children. Academic qualifications. She holds a Bachelor of Arts in Education, a postgraduate degree in management, a diploma in primary education, and a diploma in Kenya Education Management Institute and a P1 certificate. Experience. She has been a head teacher in various primary institutions for over 20 years. Other skills and abilities. She has participated in monitoring and evaluation of projects, program management, capacity enhancement, team building, and direct technical support advice. She is a committed team player with demonstrated interpersonal skills and ability to work with minimum supervision. Chief of Staff, kindly usher in Madam Beatrice Nahumicha so that she can take her oath. Makofi tena.
Wala watoto wake kuomba mikate barabarani.
Please bow to His Excellency the Governor. Bow.
Mungu ni mwaminifu kwa
Thank you.
wanadamu. Akiongea Yesu ameongea.
So you will after me. The first oath. I,
Beatrice Nahumicha Wafula,
having been duly appointed to the position of Chief Officer,
having been duly appointed to the position of the Chief Officer,
Cooperatives, do swear that I will be at all times obey, respect, uphold the Constitution of Kenya, and all other laws of the Republic of Kenya. I will faithfully, impartially, and to the best of my knowledge
and to the best of my knowledge
and ability, discharge trust that I will not directly or indirectly reveal matters committed to my secrecy, that I shall perform the function and exercise the powers devolving upon me by virtue of this appointment, without fear, favor, bias, affection, or prejudice. So help me God. The second oath. I,
Beatrice Nahumicha Wafula,
of national ID
7908215,
having been appointed as Chief Officer Cooperatives and Ethics,
and ethics,
that I have obtained
that I have obtained
a paper copy
a paper copy
of Code of Conduct
of the Code of Conduct
and Ethics
and Ethics
that I am responsible to read,
that I am responsible to read,
understand,
abide
by the Code of Conduct
and
Ethics,
Ethics,
as well as other policies and
as
regulations.
well as other policies and regulations.
That I understand that I am engaged as an employee by virtue of board in a mutually beneficial relationship, and that I am expected to meet the expectation of the board's stakeholders. That I understand the code in subject to review, and I am expected to abide by any changes brought about by such a review. That I understand that if I do not abide by the code, I may be subjected to disciplinary process
to a disciplinary process
and sanctions.
Madam Beatrice will now proceed to sign the Leadership and Integrity Code. Thereafter, she will proceed to receive her appointment letter from His Excellency the Governor.
Nilikuwa kijana sasa ni mzee. Daudi kasema nilikuwa kijana sasa ni mzee. Sijawahi ona mwenye yake ameachwa mimi, wala watoto wake kuombaomba mikate barabarani. Mungu ni mwaminifu kwa ahadi zake wanadamu. Mungu ni mwaminifu kwa ahadi zake si kama wanadamu. Akiongea Yesu ameongea, akikuahidia kitu Baba ameahidi na ujasiri. Atatenda kwa wakati wake yoyo. Ninamuita Bwana wa amani, ninamuita mfalme wa amani Bwana. Ndio maana mimi ninaimba kwa sababu ya amani yake. Ni uwezo gani unaompinga Yesu? Uwezo gani? Nasema wewe ni mwema, Bwana mfalme wa amani, wewe ni mwema, wewe ni mwema, Bwana wangu. Wema wako kwetu ni wa ajabu Jehova, matendo yako yashangaza dunia. Haleluya. Usilie wewe, usilie, Bwana anakujua ndugu yangu. Amesikia kilio chako wewe mama. Unalia nini kwa wanadamu mama yangu? Wanadamu hawatakusaidia na kitu, wanadamu hawatakuwezesha kwa kitu chochote wewe. Tunaye mmoja anaipanguza machozi ya watu wake, ni yule mfalme wa amani. Ni yule aliyesema yote imekwisha. Mambo unayoyapitia ni yeye anayeyaona, anajua shida yako mama yangu, anajua magumu yako baba yangu. Ukiwa na shida usiende kwa waganga wa dunia, ukiwa na magumu usiende kwa wafumu wa dunia. Muite mfalme wa amani, yeye anajibu maombi. Muite mfalme wa amani, yeye anajibu maombi. Uwezo gani, ni uwezo gani unaompinga baba? Uwezo gani, uwezo gani, uwezo gani? Mfalme wa amani, Bwana
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Beatrice Nakumicha Fula will now be ushered in by the Chief of Staff. She'll now bow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Your Excellency, for receiving Beatrice Nakumicha Wafula. Beatrice, you're now ushered on the part of government. Thank you. Thank you, CS.
Your Excellency Governor, sir. Last but not least, the fourth officer to take the oath is Dr. Magrina Mayama. She is coming to your government, sir, as the Chief Officer, Department of Health and Sanitation. Her short background: Dr. Magrina was born on 16th August 1968. She is married to Moffat Wanyama and blessed with 5 children. She holds a Bachelor of Dental Surgery, professional qualification. She has been a dental specialist for the past 25 years, within which she was a medical superintendent in Bungoma County Referral Hospital for 3 years. She is registered with the Kenya Medical and Dentist Board and a member of Kenya Dental Association. Kindly usher Dr. Magrina Mayama. Makofi kwake. Kindly bow and take the oath.
Nilikasema nilikuwa kijana, sasa ni mzee. Daudi kasema nilikuwa kijana.
We shall take the first oath. I,
Magrina Kilui Mayama,
having been duly appointed to the position of Chief Officer Health and Sanitation,
having been duly appointed to the position of Chief Officer Health and Sanitation,
do swear
that
I will at all times obey,
do swear that I will at all times
obey,
respect,
uphold the Constitution of Kenya,
and
all other laws of the Republic of Kenya, that I will faithfully, impartially, and to the best of my knowledge, ability, discharge trust, that I will not directly
that I will not directly
or indirectly
reveal matters committed to my secrecy, that I shall perform the functions and exercise the power devolving upon me by virtue of this appointment without fear, favor, bias, affection, or prejudice. So help me God. The second oath, affirmation, I, Magrina Kilui Mayama,
holder of national ID
9995217,
having been appointed as Chief Officer, Health and Sanitation, do hereby affirm that I have obtained a paper copy of code of conduct and ethics, that I am responsible to read, understand, abide by the code of conduct and ethics, as well as other policies and regulations, that I understand that I am engaged as an employee by board in a mutually beneficial relationship, and that I am expected to meet expectations of the board's stakeholders, that I understand that the code is subject to review, and I am expected to abide by any changes brought about by such a review. That I understand that if I do not abide by the code, I may be subject to disciplinary process and sanctions.
Dr. Magrina is now signing the General Leadership and Integrity Code by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Your Excellency, sir, after signing, she will proceed to your desk, to your office, so that you can hand her the appointment letter.
Wala watoto wake kuombaomba mikate barabarani. Mungu ni mwaminifu kwa ahadi zake wanadamu. Mungu ni mwaminifu kwa ahadi zake si kama wanadamu. Oh, akiongea Yesu ameongea. Akikuahidia kitu Baba ameahidi na ujasiri. Atatenda kwa wakati wake yoyo. Ninamuita Bwana wa amani, ninamuita mfalme wa amani Bwana. Ndio maana mimi ninaimba kwa sababu
Selector, the governor is simply saying add some volume, just a little.
Ni uwezo gani, uwezo gani
Hapo sawa.
unaompinga
Hapo
Yesu?
sawa kabisa.
Uwezo gani, uwezo gani, uwezo gani? yote umenitendea, Bwana wangu, nasema wewe ni wema, Bwana ni wema, mfalme wa amani, wewe ni mwema, wewe ni Bwana wangu. Wema wako kwetu ni wa ajabu Jehova, matendo yako yashangaza dunia. Hallelujah.
I know where the relations are coming from. They're coming from the health sector.
Bwana anakujua ndugu yangu, amesikia kilio chako wewe mama. Unalia nini kwa wanadamu mama yangu? Wanadamu hawatakusaidia na kitu, wanadamu hawatakuwezesha kwa kitu chochote wewe. Tunaye mmoja anaipanguza machozi ya watu wake, ni yule mfalme wa amani, ni yule aliyesema yote imekwisha. Mambo unayoyapitia ni yeye anayeyaona.
The CEC Health is here.
Anajua shida,
and the director Health is here.
Anajua magumu yako baba yangu.
Now Dr. Mayama will make her way. She will bow and now be received by His Excellency the Governor. Makofi mabibi na mabwana. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And she's been handed over her appointment letter. Thank you, the Chief of Staff, ushering Dr. Mayama, our Chief Officer for Health. Thank you very much, DJ Selector Tulia Kwanza. Thank you very much. Can we have the officers to please remove His Excellency's official office? Kindly, officers. Thank you. In a second, officers, removal of Governor's official office now. Thank you. Thank you, officers. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sasa Governor amemaliza kazi ya ofisi. Tumpigie makofi jamani. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you, sir. Your Excellency, with your gracious permission, allow me now to have the following few people to just come and give their congratulatory and goodwill message. Watakuja kuwatambulisha wengine kwa sababu leo si nafasi ya kuzungumza, ni nafasi yako kuhutubia kwa sisi ambao tumetunukiwa hii nafasi. Kwa nafasi hiyo, Your Excellency, nikubalie kwa unyenyekevu niweze kumuita kwa heshima na taadhima kuu Mheshimiwa Meshak Mseveni kwa niaba ya Assembly ya Bungoma aje anene kifupi. Mheshimiwa Mseveni.
Mheshimiwa Gavana wa Jimbo la Bungoma, Mheshimiwa Deputy Governor, mawaziri, MCS wenzangu na wananchi wa Kenya, amujambo. Mheshimiwa Gavana, kabla hatujanena, niko na wenzangu MCS. Tumekuja wengi kwa sababu tunakupenda. Na wakati ingine tulikuwa hata ukitiita hapa hatukuji. But wakati huu enje yabere ndai. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa MCS, kwa heshima msimame na mbunge mikono. Hiyo Mheshimiwa Gavana ni kuonyesha ya kwamba tuko na wewe. Na wananchi wa Bungoma, leo ni kushukuru waziri na kushukuru chief officers. Mmekuja lakini msishangilie bila hao wanashangilia. Mmekuja kwa tabu. Mheshimiwa Gavana, tunaomba sana kwa sababu siku ya leo umeteua chief officer aswa mahali penye tuko na shida sana. Ni mahali pa elimu. Sasa chief officer umekuja na utarajie ya kwamba tukifungua assembly tuko na wewe kukuuliza maswali. Unajua watoto wetu wako nyumbani, si ni kweli? Wengi wao wako nyumbani, wengi wao wako shuleni, lakini hayo gavana tuko na njia. Na tunaomba tushikane ili watoto wetu wenye wako nyumbani na wale wengine wenye wako shuleni, watoto wa form 2 tutengeneze kerere kwishe na sisi tuende mbele. Na mwezi nani? Omayengo seliza baloloma saluswa yiliruo ngeneta. Engo koloma kolwefu na mwezi. Abundu andi ne mahali pengine penye tunataka kuenda ni upande wa health. Tafadhali umekuja madam, shikana na waziri, tunataka tuone health inafanya kazi vizuri. Najua kama na hata ukitembea nje na watu yako huku wanatibiwa vizuri, wameenda shule, kazi yetu hata wewe mwenyewe utafurahi tu. Nikimalizia kwa sababu leo sio siku yangu, chief officers leo mmeapishwa, mmemaliza, lakini muongoje ya kwamba tumemuongoja kwa assembly. Hata wewe waziri, sisi hatutaki kujua atulikuja leo. Jua tumekuongoja kwa assembly kujibu maswali kila kitu yenye tutakuuliza, na ukienda mbaya kidogo sisi kazi yetu, afikiria George huko hapo, kazi yako ni kuandika kuleta na watu wakanyake kwa reli kidogo. Sasa hiyo kama na ujue, nataka waambie mawaziri yako na machief officers wako tufanye kazi pamoja, tushikane ili Bungoma iende mbele. Na kwa sababu kwa hii nyumba yetu ya Bungoma, mimi ni majority whip na leo niko na mheshimiwa Mili Masungo ni minority whip. Kwa sababu ya chenda, allow me aje aseme neno moja ili tufunge na tuende tukae chini mheshimiwa Gavana. Kwa hayo mengi, Mungu ambariki. Ninaitwa Meshak Wekesa Simiyu Museveni, mtoto ya Marita.
Your Excellency, our Governor, Mheshimiwa Kenneth Lusaka, Your Excellency, Madam Deputy Governor, the County Secretary, CC's present, Chief Officers with us today, the new Chief Officers in the House, all protocols observed, nende pata jilibe fwe mlembe, mlembe swa, mlembe mia. Mheshimiwa Gavana, nataka nichukue nafasi hii kwa unyenyekevu sana. First, to congratulate the new Chief Officers na sisi wetu moja. Niseme kwamba karibuni sana kwa hili shamba la wanyama. We welcome you and we welcome service from you people. Bungoma County Government to achieve, or the governor to achieve his goal, it's it takes it upon you people that you have to work, mfanye kazi vizuri kuona kwamba lengo ama malengo ya gavana inatimika. Sitaki kwenda mambo mengi, Mheshimiwa Museveni ameongea hapa. Ukiingia kwa office, there is no vacuum. Sisi tumengoja responses because already they are in your offices. The offices you are just going to occupy. Already we want responses because statements from the county assembly are already in those offices. So we expect responses immediately. We resume. Number 2, mukiingia kwa ofisi, nyinyi ndio mnaweza kufanya kazi county iende mbele. Your Excellency, we don't want people to sit in the offices kungoja wewe. Kila wakati kwa function yako ndo unasema kazi yenye umefanya Bungoma. Hapana. Tuna CCs, tuna chief officers. We expect those messages in any forum you attend. Msiende tu kukaa kwa ofisi, and we want you people to be on the ground. Kwa sababu sisi hatutangoja governor aki-attend function yoyote ndio atuambie, oh Bungoma we are doing this, and yet you are in those offices. Kwa hivyo nyinyi mmepewa office na sisi kama assembly we are going to oversight you properly, kuona kwamba lengo ama malengo ya governor pamoja na sisi as elected members we are delivering to the electorates. Having said that, Your Excellency, thank you very much. Sisi mawaziri wa chief officers wenye mmekuja, karibuni kwetu. Asante sana. Naitwa Mheshimiwa Mili Masungo, MCA Misihu Ward and the minority whip in the assembly. Thank you so much.
Asante sana. Jumbe za heri njema, Jumbe za heri njema. Your Excellency, nikubalie sasa niweze kumuita katibu wa kaunti ya Bungoma ambaye pia ni katibu katika baraza la mawaziri, Mheshimiwa Monica Fedha, atujulishe viongozi wote kwa kupunga mikono, aseme neno moja na alete mstahiki naibu wa gavana.
Your Excellency Governor Sir, Your Excellency Deputy Governor, leadership of the County Assembly and County Assembly members, the legal team led by the County Attorney, my colleague, County Executive Committee members, Chief Officers, and the new entrants in government. Good afternoon. Na wananchi wote ambao muko hapa, hamjambo. Your Excellency Sir, I wish to thank you very much for finding time to come and grace this occasion to welcome new members of your government. Maybe before I say one word or so, I want to introduce county government officials who are here. I'll start with the County Executive Committee members. Kindly, where you are, just stand and wave because of time. Yeah, we have Honorable Emma Char, who is in charge of Public Service Management and Administration. We have Dr. Andrew, who is in charge of Health and Sanitation. We have Dr. Wamamili, in charge of Education and Vocational Training. Then we have Madam Halai Makali, who is in charge of Trade and Industrialization. And then we have Mr. Honorable Sasita, who is in charge of lands, housing, urban, and fiscal planning. Then other county government officials kindly stand so that the members can see you. County government staff, including advisors and chief officers, kindly be upstanding. You can wave. Then we also have in our midst members of the County Public Board, County Public Service Board. Those are the people who ensure that the employment of officers in the county public service goes on well. Kindly just wave. Okay. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, sir. I wish to take this very humble opportunity to congratulate Madam Engineer Agnes Naliaka Wachie, who has come in as the CC member for Gender, Culture and Youth Affairs and Sports. Chief Officer Beatrice Nakumicha, Chief Officer Nicholas Kiboi, and Chief Officer Magrina Kilui Mayama. What I want to say to you, good officers, is that government has procedures and processes. So when you come, now that you have come in, do not fear that you will grope in the dark. Government has reference books. And for the chief officers, the first book that you will refer to, because now you'll be an accounting officer and an authorized officer, you have to read the Public Finance Management Act and also read the Public Procurement and Disposal Act. Very, very important, so that you are able to understand accounting procedures, because as you spend money on projects and programs, you have to ensure that there is value for money and lawful expenditure. And I'm talking about lawful expenditure because you've seen our elected members are here who play a regulatory and oversight role. They'll call you to the county assembly for budget tracking and reports. So ensure you are up to speed on all processes and procedures of government. My office will be issuing out circulars concerning the public service. Ensure that you read those programs, circulars, so that you're able to implement them. To the CEC member, my colleague, you know I'm also the substantive CEC member for Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries. CEC members are members of the County Executive Committee, that is the Cabinet. So you will be guided, and the chair of the Cabinet is usually His Excellency the Governor. Then to wananchi, what I can say is we all need support as government, because if we are not supported by government, we cannot implement our programs well. And for the CEC members and the chief officers, I once again tell you to read the County Integrated Development Plan, because this is a book that holds the aspiration of the Bungoma people. You'll read it and know what your mandate is as a department. So with all those books and guidelines, you'll be able to perform well. And public service is about commitment and focus. So ensure that as you come in, be committed, be focused, because we need to ensure that the governor is succeeding and he succeeds through us. So with all those remarks, I now want to single-handedly call upon Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor, to address us. Karibu, Your Excellency, Madam.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, Mheshimiwa Ken Makelo Lusaka, the County Assembly team, waheshimiwa, led by the Majority Whip, County Secretary, and all the county and other staff, the CEC members, chief officers, directors, all invited guests. Good afternoon. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Amen. We thank God. This is a wonderful day that the Lord has given us. And we really want to rejoice and to be glad because of what He has done to us. Your Excellency, in a very special way, allow me to congratulate our new members that are joining the team. I want to take this humble opportunity to welcome you on board. You are entering into a house that is being constructed, a house that has a leader, and we are welcoming you to come in as servants. You are coming not to be served, but you are coming in to serve. That is our responsibility. And you are entering into a space where we are led by values. And we'll ensure we are there to those values so that we deliver well on the governor's mandate. So welcome, and may God give you wisdom, knowledge, and all that you require for you to serve in the positions that you have been put in. Also, Your Excellency, in a very special way, allow me to congratulate one of your chief officers, Mr. Nicholas Kiboy, who was my able competitor during the campaigns. He really, I don't know what to say, but I want to thank him so much. And in extension, I also want to acknowledge and to appreciate Mount Elgon professionals whom I've seen. They have come in large numbers. Kindly, since the governor mentioned, picked on me, they all met about 10 and they all supported us. Thank you so much. May God. As a county, we are moving on. As a county, we are moving on well. We have our leader who is guiding us in a very good way, and we ask the people of Bungoma to continue supporting the government so that we achieve all that we asked for during the campaigns. Because this is not my day, allow me now to invite His Excellency, our Governor, to come and address us. And as he comes, let us all be upstanding just to welcome our Governor.
Nilikuwa kijana sasa ni mzee. Daudi kasema nilikuwa kijana sasa ni mzee. Sijawahi ona mwenye yake ameacha mimi.
Here today, chief officers, directors, members of the public, mashabiki wangu naona wakina Rombozia, wakina Alice Wapopa na wengine wote ambao wamekuja na mashabiki wako huko nje, niwakaribishe sana on these grounds. And our professionals from Mount Elgon feel most welcome. You will allow me to make my formal speech, then nitasema moja mbili. But for the women, I think you have a reason to be happy. I think for the men, we are really overwhelmed. From the acting county secretary, mama. Chief of staff, mama. Waziri leo, mama. Mama. Waziri leo, mama. Deputy, mama. Chief officer wa health leo, mama. Chief officer wa cooperative leo, mama. The women, you have a reason to be happy. Having said that, let me say this. That's with great joy that I join you today in celebrating this auspicious occasion as we witness the official swearing in of this incoming team of a county executive committee member and 3 chief officers. Congratulations to the ladies and the gentlemen. You are joining this government at a time when we are winding up a financial year. We have made tremendous progress in a short time despite the many challenges we have encountered, and I expect you to acquaint yourself with your respective departments in the shortest time possible. The county is going through a tough economic period that is being felt nationwide, and as accounting officers, you are called upon to be on the forefront of the fiscal discipline to ensure, as a county, our people get value for money in every program. Engineer Agnes Wachie, welcome to the cabinet. Your ministry runs key empowerment programs, namely Youth Fund, Women Fund, and People Living with Disability Fund. Among other functions, please fast-track the rollout of the loan to the targeted groups. For the Chief Officer Education, the department is going through a lot of reforms. The County Assembly Ad Hoc Committee report on the task force will be ready in a short while. You will be in a position to oversee the implementation of the recommendations so that we don't give room for recurrence of problems that faced key programs like the bursary and the scholarship scheme. I'm happy that you are part of the team the ad hoc committee, and therefore you have no reason or no excuse not to understand the issues that you are going to deal with. Thank you so much. The Department of Cooperatives has been silent for a while. There are very many cooperatives in the county that are inactive when it should not be so. I am going to launch my Fuga Kuku program in a few months' time, and CBOs and community cooperatives will be key to the success of this project. Therefore, Beatrice, you also have your job well cut for you. Welcome. Today is a happy day, but the going can get tough. I have been in the civil service and served government for over 30 years, a time long enough to let you know that your effectiveness can determine whether this government succeeds and whether it meets its obligations to the Bungoma people. While the county political class help determine which direction we go in, it's up to you, the departmental administrators and professionals, to get us there. As leaders in the civil service, you set the tone for thousands of employees in your respective departments who look up to you for guidance and inspiration. May you gather all and scatter none. Create an environment for our staff in those departments to feel cherished, appreciated, and valued for their contribution in this government service to the people of Bungoma. You must be consultative and inclusive in carrying out your duties. You must always remember that you are serving one vision, and you must align your thoughts and commitment to that vision to enable this government implement the manifesto and promises we made to the people of Bungoma. As accounting officers, serve with dignity, be transparent in your undertakings, and follow the law in your actions. There are no two ways about it. The law reigns supreme. You must realize that you are not here by right, but as a rare honor and privilege bestowed on you by the people of Bungoma County. I sincerely thank Honorable Speaker and distinguished members of the County Assembly for discharging their constitutional mandate to subject this team to a rigorous vetting process in an efficient and expeditious manner, and for finding them fit to serve in our county. Waheshimiwa, I sincerely appreciate this and do not take it for granted. It's yet another clear demonstration of how the House and my administration can work together in harmony for the benefit of the people of this great county. I am cognizant of the fact that the nominees for trade, Mr. Ruben Wambua, Public Service Management and Administration, Ms. Evelyn Teresa Wekesa, and Agriculture Robert Simiyu, who were successfully vetted by the County Assembly, will not be sworn in today due to unavoidable circumstances, but I will do so in due course, most likely next week. Even as I make these appointments, I wish to assure those sub-counties that may not have been included in this round of appointments that I shall be making a conscious and deliberate effort to include professionals from those areas in the impending opportunities in the very near future. And I want just to ask that we have become very litigious as a county. This litigation is your right to go to court, but sometimes we may also affect effective delivery of services if everything is going to go to court. If we have an alternative way of sorting out these issues, please let us sort out matters without necessarily going to court, because court sometimes can take very long. My other appeal, you cannot force yourself to work with somebody who doesn't want to work with you. That is a fact. Please let us face reality, let us accept the way things are and move on. I call upon the staff in the respective departments to give our new officers maximum support so that we can together deliver to the people of Bungoma. To my incoming officers, there's a popular saying, with great power comes great responsibility. You have been given tremendous power to serve in my administration, but with this comes a heavy and onerous responsibility. The challenges facing us are many. The expectations of the residents of Bungoma County are high. They demand from us efficient and effective services. As your leader, I'm fully equipped, fully armed and equipped and ready to fire. I expect no less from you. You must hit the ground running. There will be no excuses or no stories. You must deliver or step aside. I have previously stated and will reiterate that as you receive your appointment letter today, I expect you to similarly sign and hand me an undated resignation letter. This I will not hesitate to accept and invoke should you fail to live up to the high standards that we have set for ourselves. As we embark on the journey to serve the people of Bungoma over the next 5 years, I expect you to serve with utmost honesty and commitment, diligence and dedication, selflessness and sacrifice. Always remember that you are not a boss, but a servant of the people. That the interests of the people of this county are paramount. Any attempt to subvert this sovereign duty will be met with an instant and ruthless reprisal from myself as your general. I expect you to work professionally and observe all the tenets of good governance. You must provide effective leadership in your respective departments. Seek counsel whenever in doubt. You must inspire and motivate your colleagues to bring out the best they can so that we deliver on the promises we have made to our people. If you do this, I want to assure you of my full and total support in the discharge of your duties. As your leader, I'll watch your back and as and when the need arises. Finally, I urge you to pray and constantly rely on God's grace and wisdom in all your undertakings. Keep God close to you. As I finish, nataka niwashukuru sana. Jana tumekuwa na mkutano mzuri na all village administrators, sub-county administrators, and ward administrators. Because some of them, we gave them jobs without telling them what to do, so they have just been doing what they think is right. So yesterday nimewapatia mwelekeo na nimewaambia, mimi kama mtu afanye kazi ile ameajiriwa kufanya, ili serikali yangu ianguke, utatangulia nitakupata nyumbani. I'll find you there, and this we cannot compromise, because our watu wamesimama huku nje, they have a lot of expectations from us, and I will not allow one person to bring my government down. Utatangulia tukutane huko nyumbani, because I'll also be coming after 5 years, God willing. Sasa ndio nimesema tufanye tu kazi, tuache mambo mingi. Next week I'm also meeting the enforcement officers, so that we can also have a conversation and tell them exactly what they will do. I've told the village administrators, even enforcement officers, we are going to train them. We are going to take them for induction, so that you understand. The village administrators were employed and they became political agents during campaigns. So nimewaambia watoe nguo ya siasa waingie kwa kazi. But those who want to continue with being political activists, ole wao. It will not work in this administration. And we agreed, and I told them, because nilisema mchana it was 1:45. Hatukuwa na sidima. It was 1:45. Wasikie na wajue. Even enforcement officers also want to agree on how they will be dealing with people. Because they are enforcing, but you must also enforce with a human heart. Saa zingine wanaenda wanasukuma wamama sana, wanasukuma watu sana. We also want to agree on how they do it. Maybe they also have challenges. Wako na shida, you know, when you are angry, you now unleash your anger on innocent people. Wengine hujalipa school fees, hujafanya nini? Bas, tutaongea tukubaliana. And we are the next week also going to meet business people. I want to meet all stakeholders, so that we move together. Kwa sababu alone, as a governor, I cannot succeed. I need the support of everybody for this county to move forward. We have made strides this town. Wale wanatoka hapa, tumemaliza Lusaka Road. We are now on Mwereri and Mama Fanda Road. Tunafanya na pia na kuweka street lights and all over the places. I want to thank Weshimiwas for identifying the roads. At least in every ward, tumetengeneza mabarabara huko, and we are working. Lakini kuna wale hata ukifanya nini, they will not appreciate. Continue criticizing us. It's also important. You will criticize us na sisi tutarudisha majibu, because we also have answers. Kwa sababu hata Yesu alifanya mazuri kabisa, lakini wakavamba yeye. Despite Jesus healed people, alifanya mazuri, lakini walipouliza watu kati ya Barabbas mwizi na huyu Yesu Kristo, tuvambe nani? Wakasema vamba Yesu. So kama mimi binadamu, si hata mimi wanaweza kunivamba tu, lakini Yesu alisema I will come back, atarudi na ataweza kurudi. Kwa hivyo there are those who will not appreciate, but once my conscience and the conscience of my team is clear that we are doing the right thing, we shall proceed. Be able to do it during the day, so that you are vindicated. Usifanye kitu ambayo unajua haisaidii watu wetu, kuiba pesa ama kupora pesa yetu. That we will not agree with you. I'll also be making some reshuffles to align, to get people in the right places, so that we align you, ufanye kazi ile unaelewa kidogo. So I'll be occasionally calling you people, ili tuweze kuongea na kufanya mabadiliko ya hapa na pale, ili tuweze kuwahudumia, so that in 5 years you should be able to see what we have done. And like I pledged, the projects that were started by my predecessor, we are going to complete them. We are completing the level 5 hospital, 300 bed capacity. Naitiri one is ready. We are going to take over and Bumula is also almost ready. We shall also be taking over and equipping them. That is the business that I am here to do. Anything else, mimi sitaki. Nimalize mambo yangu pole pole, Mungu akipenda, tuendelee mbele. Na mwezi sina mna hiyo. Washukuru sana kwa kukuja. Washukuru sana our judiciary. Thank you for also coming to be with us, and we pray to God, and even the chaplain and your team, we pray to God that continue praying for us, and as a county we are going to go forward. We are expecting His Excellency to visit us. We shall be telling you the date, but it's not going to be long. Akikuja, we have already informed him some of the issues that we want addressed, Zoya Sugar being one of them, and a few other roads that we need done, and many other things that we will be asking the national government to assist us. I also want to appreciate and thank our Speaker of the National Assembly, who has also been very close to us, who is also linking us with the national government on many, many, many things. And we thank God that as people, we have been here. Tumekuwa na bahati. I was the Speaker of the Senate, na mwaka 5 years tena tukapata Speaker wa National Assembly. We are very lucky. Ndio nilikuwa nasema kama county pia tumekuwa na bahati. We produced the first Cardinal Morris Otunga, Catholic Church. Tukaproduce Eliud Wabukala wa Anglican Church. Sasa hizi tuko na Anyolo huyu wa Catholic Church. Sasa mwingine alitokezea ati Yesu wa Tongoreni. Sasa sisi kweli Bungoma mna maajabu, kwa sababu sasa tulikuwa tunataka Yesu wa Tongoreni aombe akitoka huko ndani, tukangoja hatukuona. Wakati wamesema nataka kusulubisha yeye April Easter, akasema yeye atasulubiwa mwezi wa 7. But time is not a strategy. July is coming. Tutaona kama atasulubiwa, lakini tusifanye mzaha na Mungu. Let us pray to a God, a living God, Mungu wa ukweli, na aweze kutuokoa. Kwa hayo machache, mkirudi murudi salama. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much. Asante sana Your Excellency. Tafadhali tuketi. Tafadhali tuketi. Asante mama yangu. Asante. 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 Tuketi tafadhali. Tuketi. 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 Ningependa tuweze